name's Alex. And today we're going to read The First Hippo on the Moon by David Walliams and illustrated by Tony Ross. This Teddy, it's his favourite book over here. It's his favourite book. And he told me to read this book today. This is a tale of two hippos with one dream, to be the very first hippo on the moon. One enormously rich hippo, Hercules Walworth Franklin III, paid for a gigantic hippo space centre to be built to blast him there. Shelia didn't. Yes, the other hippopotamus's name was Shelia. One morning she announced, "I want to be the first hippo on the moon." "But Shelia," said her giraffe friend, "you don't have a space rocket." "Then we'll make one, Keith," Shelia replied. Yes, the giraffe's name was Keith. Us hippos like to dream big. Shelia's friends got to work building her rocket. "Quick as you can." "Well, you could help me, dear." Tiny the elephant brought back the biggest tree trunk she could find. Joyce the gorilla fetched the longest vine. And Derek the ostrich was given the task of carrying the pongiest mountain of rhinoceros dung. After many days and nights, the animals finally unveiled their space rockets. Well, something that looked a bit like a space rocket, a tiny bit. "Thank you, friends, it's my very own Hippo rocket." All they needed to do now was ignite the rhino dung and blast Shelia into space. But how? "Try rubbing those two spiky thingamybobs together to create a park," instructed the hippopotamus. "Well, thank you very much, dear." "Okay, let's go," Shelia announced. "Dream big, everyone. Boiling, dear. 3, 2, 1. Blast!" But before Shelia could say off, it started raining. Oh no. It rained and rained and rained. It was a rainy season and it didn't stop raining for 5 long months. The moment the rain stopped, Shelia began her countdown again. 3, 2, 1, blast off. I'm happy that eventually she got to blast off into space. I can see the other rocket, Hercules Walworth Franklin III, space rocket going up into the air, and Shelia's just done it. I wonder who at the end is going to be the first hippopotamus on the moon. I don't know, because I've never read this book. Let's keep on reading. The Hippo rocket shot up into the sky. Zoom! The hippopotamus watched as the earth became smaller and smaller and the moon became bigger and bigger. Dream big! But in deep space, disaster struck. Shelia was so busy munching on her shrub sandwiches. A shrub is basically like a sort of tree, a little tree that hippopotamuses like to eat, that she didn't spot was hurtling towards her. A giant asteroid! It looks big on the picture. I can see it. It's very big, isn't it? Boom! The Hippo rocket smashed into hundreds of pieces, sending the shocked hippopotamus spinning wildly through the space. She tumbled towards the moon. To her astonishment, Shelia had landed on top of the other hippopotamus, just as she was taking his very first hippo step on the moon's surface. "Excuse me? I'm terribly sorry. What on earth, I mean the moon, are you doing here?" I wanted to be the first hippopotamus on the moon." "Well, you're not. I am Hercules Walworth Franklin III. Remember that name? The name of the very first hippopotamus on the moon." Can't we both be the first hippopotamus on the moon? No, just look at you. Call yourself a hippopotastronaut. You don't even have a hippo spacesuit or a hippo buggy. Get back in the hippo rocket and buzz off now. With a tear in her eyes, Sheila trudged off to the hippo rocket. Her dream big had been crushed. As the engines roared, Hercules Walter Franklin III bounded towards it. Stop! That's my rocket! Oops, sorry. Blast off. Dun dun dun. Sheila blast off in not her own rocket. Listen to this. This will tell you what happened. It's sort of a sad bit after this part. Seconds later, Sheila realised that she didn't have a clue how the hippo rocket worked. Roar! Entering the Earth's atmosphere, the hippo rocket soon began burning up. Within moments, the hippopotamus's bottom was blazing like the sun. Ooh, that doesn't sound good, does it? Sheila hit the Earth with a giant wallop. She lay motionless on the ground, her bountiful behind sizzling like a sausage. Sheila, wake up! Oh, it's sad, isn't it? Tragic, dear. But she wouldn't wake up. This was the saddest day the jungle had ever seen. Then out of the silence came a sound. The distinctive sound of a bottom burp. All the animals stared at each other. Who would dream of letting one go at such a sad time? What's that awful smell? Oh, it made my eyes water. Try and breathe through your mouth, dear. The hippopotamus was so thunderous she woke herself up. Now Sheila was famous all over the world as the very first hippopotamus on the moon. She never mentioned the other hippopotamus who got there first. Not fair. So whatever you do, please don't tell anyone. There are other books that you might want to read by David Walliams and Tony Ross. There's The Slightly Annoying Elephant. There are lots of picture books by David Walliams, but there's only 2 of them on the back of this book. There's The Slightly Annoying Elephant and The Bear Who Went to Boo. Hopefully, I'll be reading them soon with you. That's the end. So did you like that, Teddy? Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, I think you did. I love that. I love that story. I think I'm going to read that again to myself. Bye.